Good after evening. I'm making this video because, I have COVID and I've been doing nothing for the last fucking forever. And I want to roast Brendon. I look like crap, I feel like crap, but here's me doing something. I decided to kind of look nice for this video. And I'm using a microphone because my voice is kind of crunchy today. But yeah. So without further ado, I will be reacting to Viva Las Vengeance. And just to let y'all know, I have listened to the songs, and I know everyone is going to be clicking off this video, but if you would like to listen to someone give commentary about the tracks, stick around, because I have some commentary. The first track is Viva Las Vengeance. When I told you I was gonna sound crunchy, this is what I mean. I literally cleared my throat. Rest in peace. But I have heard this song a couple times, and I truly think, objectively, it's an alright track. I'm gonna play it while I give further commentary. And as we know, this album was recorded straight to tape, so obviously it's going to sound the way it sounds because it was recorded to tape. And I find that to be pretty interesting. The instruments kind of sound like they're slapping you in your face a little bit. And I think one of the first things that people commented about was Brendon's vocals and how they fucking sound wrecked because there's like little to no editing. I don't even think it's edited if it's straight to tape. So this is just Brendon raw. This is just Brendon raw dogging it. And yeah, some people don't like how it sounds. I'm not mad at Brendon's vocals, but I get kind of irked at some of Brendon's vocal techniques. For Viva Las Vengeance, he sounds like himself. I don't know. There were people that praised the transition from the verses to the chorus, I believe. But objectively, I think Viva Las Vengeance is a very neutral song. I don't think it's loved or hated, or it shouldn't be loved or hated. And the To Nowhere part I like. And I like his high notes. Other people hate the high notes, but it's fine. It's a really fucking catchy song. I feel like it's way too easy to get this song stuck in your head. My final notes on this track is, it's if there are subjective tunes and objective tunes. Subjective meaning that they could be jarring or like could either be really loved or really hated. This song is an objective song. I think it is comfortable for radio play. I feel like it's not as divisive or whatever the word is. Like a song like High Hopes, which I have very strong opinions on. Like when I heard Viva Las Vengeance, I was like, this is chill. I mean, the lyrics are kind of weak, which is gonna be this whole fucking album. This whole album has the weakest lyrics Brendon has ever written. But yeah, this song is not a bad song. It's not a perfect song. It's not bad, it's not good. It's Viva Las Vengeance. Easily digestible, earwormy. Yeah, it's an alright song. Also, the lyric "On the sofa with sativa," I thought that lyric was really, really stupid, but at the same time, when I started smoking sativa, which was only recently, that line would get stuck in my head, and it would just be a loop of "On the sofa with sativa" every time I would smoke. Anyway, that's all. The next track is Middle of a Breakup, and y'all know I am not gonna touch this song. I'm not gonna be playing it while I give commentary. Fuck Middle of a Breakup. This song is atrocious. I hate it. I hate it. And here's the thing, is like I don't hate I don't hate panic songs. Granted, Feels Like Christmas. I guess I could say I hate Feels Like Christmas, so I further hate Middle of a Breakup. It's so funny, I saw a guy be like, why does he say honeybee and hive? Why is he talking about bees? I don't know. That's a good question. I remember when that promo picture came out and it said, sounds like blah blah blah, T-Rex, fucking cigarettes. It's stupid. I think talking about middle of a breakup is making my COVID symptoms worse. My eyes twitching. Uh, this song is just so bad. It's just so bad. And if you like this song, fuck. I don't know how you do it. Look at me. I don't know how the fuck you can digest this fucking song. It's a full-on disgrace. And it played at my work once, and that made me really upset. So this is a very subjective song. It's subjectively a bad song. As soon as Brendon was like, oh shit, you're kissing my neck, or whatever that line was. Yeah, bad song. Bad song. I never want to hear it ever again. I'm never gonna go out of my way to listen to it, ever. It's not a song. Fuck. Next song is Don't Let the Light Go Out. First off, the guitar, awesome. 10 out of 10. I feel like Don't Let the Light Go Out is kind of an objective song because it's one of those like emotional it's emotional as in emotional. It's not emotional as in emo. We are not going to associate those two things because emo music is good and this is not emo music. The chorus, I fully enjoy the chorus of this song. I love Brendon's vocals. Some people are angry at Brendon singing high. Don't know why. The only part I don't like is him saying, don't let the light, period, go, period, out, period. I'm like, Brendon, okay. That's the only part of the song that I don't like. I like the whole rest of the song. Yeah, it's a lovely song. Great melody. I do like this song. I do. My COVID brain always makes me forget to add the best part of the commentary, which is about the lyrics. And you're the only one that knows how to operate my heavy machinery. That's actually a really fucking funny ass line. It's like the most non-serious line I've ever heard. But the way Brendon sings it, you're like, oh yeah, operate my heavy machinery. But then if you just look at it on paper, it's kind of fucking laughable. Anyway. Alright, so, Local God. People say that this song is about Ryan, and honestly, the first time I saw anyone say that, I was like, what the fuck crack are you on? This song is about Ryan. And then some of the lyrics make sense. Like with the certain references that Brendon is making, you can kind of link it back to Ryan specifically and kind of easily, and that hurts my brain, and I'm surprised that no one on the Good Morning America thing, no one in the crowd asked about who Local God was about. But no, let's just ask who Middle of a Breakup is about, when it's literally about no one, because Brendon literally said it just sounded cool. Which I feel like is, most of this album is just him writing shit that he thinks sounds cool, but it literally doesn't sound cool. Full offense. Full fucking offense. Brendon Boyd Erie. Full offense. Anyway. Yes, Local God about Ryan. I feel like it would make sense, but also I'm a Raiden. I am a Raiden. I feel like everyone knows that about me. Honestly, I just want someone to ask him who Local God is about. I don't care. I want people to ask him, and I want him to answer. And also some people have said that this song sounds like a diss. It does not sound like a diss. It just sounds like Brendon being like, hey, I'm just reminiscing about my bestie from back in the day. Because, fuck, they probably haven't talked in, like, years. And so him kind of, like, reminiscing when the band first started. Like, why wouldn't we be surprised if he was writing about Ryan, you know? Because Ryan really made the band take off. And, so Brendon giving credit to that, I think would make a lot of fucking sense. It's the least Ryan-y thing I could think of, is this song. As a write-in, I feel like Brendon just writing about Ryan and reflecting on starting the band and, like, wondering how Ryan is, and how he didn't want to be famous and shit. I don't know. It's not that shippy to me. It's just not, but it still kind of blew my mind when people pulled out the receipts with really pointing it to be about Ryan. And it could not be about Ryan, but it's so specific, dog. Alright, so instead of being a lazy piece of shit, I am going to actually give the evidence that this song could be about Ryan, and I don't have my mic plugged in, so this is the best quality you're gonna get because I am trying, and here is this. So, credit to Patty Theft on Twitter, and this is what they have to say. The lyric, in 1998, you bought a BC Rich. Ryan got his first guitar for Christmas when he was 13. In 1998, you were a master shredder from the jump, blew them all away with the Ritalin Kids. Ryan had been making music since he was 14 and has said that he couldn't see himself doing anything else. Also, the Ritalin Kid part is definitely about Brendon. He calls himself that sometimes. And then there's quotes from Ryan and Pete's texts. You had so many chances to become a star, but you never really cared about that. Ryan implies in a lot of interviews that he didn't really want to be famous, just to be a musician. Local god, you'll live forever as a local god, despite the fact that Ryan isn't really in the public eye or famous like Brendon might be considered. He still has a pretty strong fan base. We signed a record deal at 17, hated by every local band, and obviously that's about the history of the band. There's that on that. Musically, I don't think I'd ever go and listen to the song again. It's kind of annoying. And the way Brendon sings, "Local God," it's like, I don't care for it. I do not care for this song. And I will not go out of my way to listen to it. I feel like the verses to the chorus sound kind of weird, but the bridge to the chorus was perfect. But yeah, there's a big disconnect between the verses to the chorus for some reason. Just musically speaking, I don't think it makes a lot of sense. But the ending makes sense, and that's fair enough. So, you tried, Brendon, you tried. I could care less about this song, to be honest. I don't even care if it's about, even if it's about Ryan, I'm not gonna listen to this. I will not go out of my way to listen to this song. Star Spangled Banger. First off, cringy ass name. Second off, this song is cringe. It sounds like one of those hopeful anthems. Very American sounding. Quote me on that. This is a very American sounding song, which is disgusting, because this country is being kind of embarrassing lately. I don't think we need a song that sounds like a reflection of this country. But if the reflection is cringe, then I guess this song is accurate. I feel like I'm talking a lot of shit, and I need you guys to know that, that's gonna be the rest of this video. So if you enjoy me roasting the shit out of Brendon, I hope you enjoy my further commentary. The lyrics, Home of the Freaks, Brendon, calm down, man. Anyway, the lyrics are bad. The instrumental is bad. I kind of like the progression that's like after the chorus, where it sounds kind of fast and like rolling, if that makes sense. like that thing. I like that, but I feel like that's the only part I like, and that part is very, very, very short-lived. The song Ain't It, Chief? The little sparkly sounds with the piano, fuck off. Brendon, literally fuck off with that shit. You sound patriotic, and it's embarrassing. And just the way he sings Home of the Freaks at a point is, I don't know, it sounds strainy. I saw this post where someone is like, the line, "We are the new dead Kennedys," which is incorrect because they aren't, this isn't as good as the dead Kennedys or something like that. So it was kind of like saying that the comparison was kind of false because it was inaccurate, and I found that to be kind of funny. The song Ain't It, Chief? It's just not. It's just not. The end. God killed rock and roll. I think there's parts of the song that are okay. It is ripping off Queen very badly, but I'm not offended on behalf of Queen. I'm sure some people are, but I'm not, because I don't listen to Queen, and I just don't feel compelled to be offended on behalf of Queen. I don't really know what I know. That part is good. I love that shit. It's very, very catchy. It's catchy, but also sonically, it's great. If this is like a dollar store Queen song, make it $1.50. Don't make it $1. Make it $1.50. We gotta give some credit to Brendon. I think that this song does not make my ears bleed. It doesn't make me upset. I feel like I could come back and actually listen to it every once in a while. I don't know if it'll hold up over time necessarily, but like, it's not a bad song. I think, I don't know if anyone else has said it, but I feel like when it is kind of close to the end of the song, I think the song is a little bit too long. It could have just been 3 minutes and not 4 minutes, I guess, because it kind of drags. And I feel like someone else also said the song drags, but I agree. It does drag a little teeny tiny bit. I don't think it's a bad song. I think it's an okay song. I think it's a song that, like, people could come back to unless they're offended on behalf of Queen. God Killed Rock and Roll is an okay song. Oh yeah, and then there was someone that was like, this song makes no sense. The phrasing "God Killed Rock and Roll," like, what does that mean? Buddy, I don't know what the fuck it means. I think it's just a cool title. Brendon is just trying to sound cool, which he's kind of bad at sometimes. But you know what? I'm literally not mad. I'm not mad. I literally haven't talked this much since I got sick. The amount of effort I'm exuding for Brendon. Talking a lot of shit, but this is what I do for Brendon. Deep down, I'm a stanny. I'm a stanny. I've been a stanny for years. I just stopped enthusiastically standing. Next track is Say It Louder. Oh yes, Say It Louder is a very good song, period. It's a good song, it's a banger, it is top tier. I love Say It Louder so much. Say It Louder does actually sound like a Panic song. Like, if you looked up Panic, if you were around when, like, Vices and Virtues came out and then you were transported into the future and you heard this song, you would be like, whoa, a new Panic song, this is sick. It is an easily digestible and enjoyable song that I would consider to be an actual Panic song. It's really, really good. Oh, fuck. Love the piano. I love Brendon's vocals. Say It Louder for the people in the back. Love that. There's such a good groove, vibe, energy. The pre-chorus, although the formatting of this song is really interesting because It's like, was that the chorus or was that a pre-chorus into like a line that's supposed to be the chorus? I don't know. The formatting is really different, but I'm not mad at it. I really love the build up, like that hopeful type sound. I feel like we've heard one example I would say like Nearly Witches, how you have that like hopeful sound. I feel like with that song, it was done really well. And I think this one also has that very similar progression where it's actually done well. I really love the groove to it. I feel like uh, it is a little bit more simplistic. All of these other songs have so much going on in them. And usually I'm a fan of that, but just the way it's put together now. But this song, because it's more simplistic, but it still has a really good groove to it. It has very similar vibes to old Panic songs. Honestly, like, I feel like Say It Louder sounds like a bonus track for like Too Weird or something. Or like it could also be like a Vice's bonus track. I would throw this song back to when Panic was still really in their prime. Obviously, personally, for me, I feel like they were in their prime through Death of a Bachelor. Death of a Bachelor is such a solid fucking album. And I feel like it's like Panic was from Fever to Death of a Bachelor. That shit was Panic at the Disco. Say It Louder really fits in between in the midst of that timeline. This is where that song fits. It feels really nostalgic to me, and objectively I just think it's a banger. And I feel like anyone from any era, I feel like could enjoy this one. It's like if you hate if you hate every song off of this album, I feel like this song is very, very difficult to hate. In fact, I have a coworker who was that emo kid back in the day, and she definitely doesn't like Brendon. I think she didn't like anything past Too Weird, which is fine. But I sent her this song, and she actually said it wasn't terrible. And that makes me really happy because I truly think that, especially the OG kids or anyone who doesn't listen to Panic anymore, anyone who like doesn't really like Brendon, I would really, really suggest giving the song a chance and a listen, and I hope it crawls into your heart like it crawled into mine, because oh my god, I remember the first time I heard it, like, oh my god, I was thrilled. My eyes were wide, got a smile on my face. This is a really, really authentic Panic song. And obviously, not only is it an authentic Panic song, but it also has that retro vibe. That's obviously what the album is going for. And, you know, some people wouldn't like it, or some people might critique Brendon's vocal performance. But once again, it is recorded straight to tape, and if you don't like that sound, that's fine. Personally, I'm not mad at the sound. I find it really cool that Brendon did play with that. So having that straight to tape sound, but it's still very authentically Panic, I feel like this song is an absolute success. And I feel like I'm always going to come back to it. And I'll probably like have this song on repeat a lot because it is really good. I also feel like Say It Louder kind of encompasses even sounds from Pray for the Wicked a little bit, because I feel like this album as a whole very much has that theatrical sound, and I feel like when we get to that bridge at near the end, we have that, and it kind of reminds me of like, I was gonna say Roaring Twenties, but you know, like there is that theatrical vibe that we got from Pray for the Wicked, so I guess technically we could kind of like have a nod to Pray for the Wicked as well, a little tiny bit. But personally for me, I feel like in my heart, like when I listen to the song, I think of like before that. Pre Pray for the Wicked, I still feel that for this song. And that is gonna be the only nicest thing I will ever say for the rest of this album. Anyway, let's continue on. Sugar Soaker. The video was great. A lot of people are saying this is a kind of sexually charged song similar to Middle of a Breakup. It's cringe. Song's pretty cringe. Definitely has that like old school like Beach Boys, Queen, whatever the fuck, whatever the encompassing genre Brendon is trying to do. I still just throw band names out there and assume that I defined the genre well, but I don't even know. Isn't there a cowbell in this too? Yeah, yes, with the cowbell. Good old cowbell. I guess this song is for anyone who likes cowbells. Here's your cowbell song. And also all the things that Brendon does. I'm like, buddies, chill, you're fine. On the put your money there, put your money anywhere, come on, and a bunch of people thinking that's really hot the way Brendon delivered that line. And I'm like, the instrumental is so stupid that I don't even feel compelled by how Brendon sang it. I don't like how Brendon sings the chorus. The chorus is automatically a flop to me. I just don't like, this sounds like what Brendon is trying to do with combining all these old school bands. I didn't like that. The song is very much that, very era sounding, and I don't like the fucking era he's doing. So that's why I do not like the song, because it sounds like what he's trying to do. That's all I really have to say, I think. Yeah, it's not it. It doesn't hit. It's not blah. It's blah. It's blah. There's something about Maggie, you know, it's funny is there was someone who was like, why would he just put out the line, slit my wrists, with a song that sounds like that? Like, why would he make that a line? I feel like it's for, like, emphasis? I don't know. I wish something about Maggie was more of like an emo tune and it wasn't the name Maggie because the song is about how she has this abusive boyfriend or whatever and he's saying like, hey, you know, get out of that. But it's such a happy sounding song, but that's what the song is about. And I'm like, why does it sound so happy? It's like, Maggie, you're being beat up and you wanna die because your boyfriend sucks. I think I just made the lyrics better. Anyway, yeah, that's literally the song. It's like, hey girl, your boyfriend's abusive. Maybe you should like punch him in the face and leave. Yeah, we don't, I know there's a lot of songs that sound happy, but they're not. This one is just kind of weird. I don't even think it's very, like, cohesively, with that weird Queen part. Da-da-da, da-da-da. It's like, why is that there? I don't think that should be there. Anyway. It ain't it, Chief. Next song is Sad Clown. When I first saw the title of this song, I was like, that song's gonna be stupid. But, surprisingly, it's not that bad of a song. And I like the theatrical nature of it all. Your Majesty's magnificent, my tragedy is imminent, or whatever the fuck. That, I thought was quirky. And I think it fit well, like, I think that's fine. Even though I'm smiling, I'm crying. I think this song is like, I feel like it's respectfully theatrical, if that makes any sense. Like with the sound that Brendon was trying to go for, I feel like Sad Clown is the only song that kind of like encompasses it. I feel like it's the one song that it's like, hey, every Panic fan to ever exist, like, here's me trying to do something a little bit different. So I feel like Sad Clown is more easily digestible, but I feel like it kind of misses a mark. It's not a perfect song, but I feel like it's busy and interesting enough that it can be likable. I do like the song, but I'm not in love with it, if that makes any sense. I love the music video for this song. I think it's really cute, and it obviously works with the sound of the song. The video works really well. It kind of sounds like that old school, like 1800s era, whatever the fuck era that was, 1700s. I don't know. I know nothing, but yeah, it definitely sounds like that really old school. Not old school, but like way, way, way old. Back in the day where they wore the wigs and like the long sleeved everything and the long pants and the makeup. It definitely sounds like that, and so I'm glad the video was the way it was. I feel like this song is more of a respectable song in terms of Brendon experimenting with doing something different. I feel like this one is one of the more like successful ones, and I do think it is likable. I like it. All by Yourself, similar to Middle of a Breakup. This song is so forgettable. It's such a forgettable song, and the whole like stealing the melody to All by Myself, that same shit. It's cringe. It's very cringe to me that Brendon stole that and tried to make it into his own. Oh yes, it's that song where Brendon says, "You sweet little kitten." I remember someone tweeted about that and was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then other people were like, "That's kind of kinky. I mean, Brendon calling me kitten." Mm-hmm. And you know what? Out of it being kind of a kinky line, I respect it. Yes, Brendon, feel free to continue to use that phrase for a song. It sounds creepy when he sings it. It sounds creepy when he sings it, you know? It kind of reminds me of like a really older guy trying to go after someone that's like barely legal, you know, and the older guy calls the barely legal girl kitten. I know that's so bad, but you know what I mean? Like that's what like a really older guy would say to like a young woman, is call her a sweet little kitten. It's the same energy, and that aged Brendon. It really aged Brendon. And I respect kink, but it's the way he sang it, and the whole like rock posters, like sitting in your room with rock posters. That sounds creepy. Yeah, honestly, this song is kind of creepy. I'm gonna keep it 100. This song is creepy. Just kidding, you know? I think actually I'm gonna have to kink shame Brendon. I'm taking back everything I said. He's describing Gen Z. He's not even describing a millennial. He's describing Gen Z. And he's 35. Brendon. Brendon, no. Stop it. I don't know why he'd make a song like this. He's a happily married man, and I know he ain't creepy like that, so why would he make a song that sounds creepy? I feel like he's playing too much into a character, and I feel like the character has been tainted, and I don't think we needed it. We didn't want it. And this is not a song I would actively listen to. So Do It to Death is weird. I feel like it sounds like really epic with a whatever the fuck it's doing. And then it's like, take me to the limit, take me to the limit. We'll give it a try. Why? Brendon? I feel like the song would have been okay, but then, give it a try. That's the worst melody for a line I've ever fucking heard. It sounds like you're trying to like sing me the ABCs, but in a cool way. Sounds like a little kid song. Give it a try. It does not sound good. That's like the biggest flop of a melody for a line I've ever fucking heard. And it's very misplaced. It is extremely misplaced in this song. Nothing's gonna happen if you sit on your ass. Wow, wise words from Brendon. Okay. And then I do it all to death, do it all to death. Cringe. My brain cells are dying. My brain cells are dying. That's stupid. Hate that. See, it's like, take me to the limit. That line is fine. Musically, it sounds fine. But then the give it a try is so stupid. I feel like that's the only commentary I have on that. I do like that it comes back around at the end. Shut up and go to bed. I respect that. It falls so short. Falls very, very, very short. Forgettable tune. I'm never listening to that again. I don't like you. I didn't even like going back to it, but I kind of forgot what it sounded like. And I don't ever want to be reminded of how that song went. I don't ever want to be reminded of how that song went ever, ever, ever again. So anyway, that was my commentary on Viva Lost Vengeance by Panic at the Disco. It is clearly Panic's worst fucking album. I feel like Pray for the Wicked was way better. And saying that is sad. Saying that Pray for the Wicked was kind of good-ish, that Pray for the Wicked was good adjacent compared to this, is a shocker coming out of my mouth and coming out of anyone's mouth. The amount of people that are shocked to say that to themselves. I've seen other people be like, this makes Pray for the Wicked look good. It literally does. This album absolutely makes Pray for the Wicked look good. And the upset feelings that I have over this album definitely making my COVID symptoms worse. I feel very nauseous. And I want to blame Brendon and not COVID. Maybe it's both. I don't know. If I had to give this album a rating, maybe it's like a 3 out of 10. I was going to give it a 4 out of 10, but I feel like that's too nice. I might give it a 3.5 on a day where I don't have COVID. Brendon tried to do something and it flopped. That's it, really. I think he had more success on Pray for the Wicked. Doing more of pop-leaning stuff as opposed to whatever the fuck this was, because it is encompassing genres and eras that I personally do not like, that I do not listen to, and I'm pretty damn sure there are so many other fans. In fact, I've seen so many other fans that would agree that the genre he was playing with for this album wasn't great, and that he could not compare to the artists he referenced in the songs and the influences he had to make this album. I feel like he did not do justice on that at all. As someone who loves busy songs with a lot of stuff going on in the songs, I didn't like it. And the song with the least amount of stuff was Say It Louder. And Say It Louder owns my heart and soul. I adore that song. It's the only song that I love. I love Say It Louder, and that's the only new Panic song that I actually love. Well, there's always next time, Brendon. I'm just laughing at the commentary I had over the commentary I had on All By Yourself. Fuck. I really hope other people had that same thought, because that just came to me reading the lyrics. But anyway, a tragedy, a complete and utter tragedy, and this honestly motivates me to give commentary on Pray for the Wicked and do a revisit of that album, because there were things to like about that album, and that album is better than this album. So we might as well just work our way like backwards one step and dissect an album that was Panic's first flop album, but at least it was better than this one. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If y'all have any opinions or agree to disagrees, if you have some agree to disagrees, comment below. If you actually liked this album, don't hesitate to comment. I know I was very brutal with my opinions on this album, and if you liked stuff I didn't like, respectfully let me know, and I would love to hear your opinion. On Twitter, I've been very open to seeing what people say. I love when people can acknowledge that this album is weak, but that they enjoy it, because I do objectively think that this album is weak. And whatchamacallit. But I like hearing people's opinions, and honestly, I envy anyone who likes this album, because you guys get a nice chunk of new Panic music. And you know what I got? I got one song, and that was Say It Louder, and I'm treasuring that song. But obviously, you know, Sad Clown is fun, and God Killed Rock and Roll ain't bad, and Viva Las Vengeance, catchy as shit, not gonna deny it. Don't Let the Light Go Out, a cool track, like that track as well. So there are other songs that are okay, that I am not mad at. But I don't love them. I only love one of them. But yeah, and also thank you guys for tolerating my commentary while I have COVID. The brain fog and how it affects my head hasn't been too aggressive, but you can notice it pretty easily. I'm very tired and I feel sicky fricky, but I'm getting better, and I'm really happy that I could actually take the time to make a video. I do hope I actually get this video out there, because I haven't done anything while being sick so far, and this is the first thing I've done a week into being sick. So thank you guys for watching.